Good morning, and I hope you all doing well today. My name is Tim Ealer, and what we got going on today is um, onshore flow along the west coast really ramping up today. So bringing some potential for heavy rain in the next 3 days or so. And then we got this northwest flow bringing maybe a little bit of surprise snow for along the Virginia beach area of the coast this morning. I wonder if that's even reaching the ground. I didn't see a lot of reports of that. Let me know what you have here. The Appalachian Mountains looking probably getting some heavy snow right now. If you pull up a camera here, you can see it's snowing here in Huntington, North Huntington, VA, with 19-degree F temperatures, but generally the roads are clear here. One of the big stories this morning when you're looking at this is the temperatures here. But first, I want to thank everybody for watching my video here. Like the video if you like it, subscribe, and share with your friends. And hope you'll have a great day today. I'm going back to work today, so we'll see if I make it through the day. But the temperatures are below freezing for a good portion of the nation here, even down into Homestead, 50 degrees, which is Miami. I mean, southern Florida, 50 degrees here. That's chilly for them, all right? Uh, Even 32 Hermosa Springs, so definitely cold here. So very interesting. We usually don't have this cold temperatures throughout the whole nation here. So this is the mid-level water vapor loop, and this gives you a good idea where the moisture is and the lift is in the atmosphere. You can see the deep greens here indicate more moisture just offshore here. With this upper to mid-level feature, looks very elongated here, but generally moving towards the coast with a low pressure system at the surface nearby. And this enhancement with maybe a short wave or two moving through the flow here, bringing some enhancement to the snowfall. And northern stream energy just continuing to flow over the lakes and over the northern tier of the U.S., right, diving southward here today. As far as current hazards go, we got some winter weather advisors up in the parts of Minnesota and the northern tier of the U.S. around the Great Lakes with some winter storm warnings. As part of that, with the lake effect snow continuing, also some winter weather advisories to the east of the into part of West Virginia, Pennsylvania, the Ohio Valley there, and along the lee side of the Great Lakes here, winter storm warnings in the lake effect favorite areas. We have freeze warnings down here into northern Georgia, northern Florida, southern Georgia here, a little area in Louisiana, South Texas here, and some, looks like some wind gap events with the either high wind watch or high wind warnings in these small areas here. And out on the west coast, we have a flood watch on the books here for today, with the rainfall increasing in the south, California, Southern California, with some higher winds, wind advisory, dense fog in the valleys here, winter storm watch into the mountainous terrain, Sierra Nevadas and Northern California. Looks like high wind warning up here in the Northern California mountains, and coastal flood watch. So the winds have died down quite a bit for the nation, but the west coast is going to be the main focus for the rainfall in the next couple days. So for Georgia, what's the weather going to be like tonight into New Year's morning? Uh, Generally in the 40s to start off the evening, cooling off into the 30s to below freezing for most of the area overnight. And then Highs will continue to warm over the coming days, but chances of showers will increase as we get towards the weekend. Generally highs the first couple of days in the 40s to 50s to 60s. Lows below freezing to just above freezing. And then warm into the 50s to near 70 for the southern part of the area, with lows generally in the 30s on Friday, and mid 40s to upper to mid 50s on Saturday. For today, we got high temperature generally 40, mid 40s northeastern Georgia, mid 50s central to South Georgia with clear skies. Tonight, like I said, close to freezing for most of Georgia, with below freezing temps up to the north. Clear skies. Tomorrow reaching near 60 for central Georgia, low 60s in South Georgia, with the low 50s to the north with clear skies. 15 days out, looks like we're turning a little warmer than average as we go through the period. Generally highs in the mid to upper 60s, and maybe cooling back off till the end of the period. But you see the uncertainty is larger as we get further out. So overall, not really warm, but trending above normal for right now. After maybe the 5th or 6th of January till the end of the period here. So when we look at excessive rainfall, we kind of went over this with the radar and water vapor and things like that, but Southern California is under the gun today. Slight risk of excessive rainfall, flash flooding here, potential, all in the Los Angeles area and surrounding areas here, Santa Maria, San Luis Obispo, up to the north towards Salinas. All right. Day 2, same area here in Los Angeles and surrounding areas, and then a marginal risk into the Sierra Nevada range and into Northern California, although the flood risk is lower up here because this area is more able to handle the precip excessive rainfall totals. Generally, for day 3, the threat is kind of extended all along the California coast into the Sierra Nevada chain here, but overall the risk diminishes over time and moves to the north here into Northern California and parts of Southern Oregon on the coast, and stays here with generally marginal risk into the northern Sierra Nevada range along the Northern California coast, Eureka, Fort Bragg, Redding, Anderson, Red Bluff, in the higher terrain here. With that low coming on shore today and tonight and tomorrow, we got potential for thunderstorms along the Southern California coast, generally same areas where you got the flooding risk. Tomorrow we do have an increased risk, likely due to this is when the low will probably come on shore, at the surface and at the mid and upper levels. So with a cold front pushing through here, mostly a damaging wind. And tornado potential in the Los Angeles area again, although the SPC has noted there's not a high confidence in this, but there is enough to warrant this, so we'll keep an eye on that. As far as day 3, there's nothing on the books. Day 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, nothing on the books there either. So what are the day to 3-7 hazards outlook? The 2nd of January of next year to the 6th. Most of the hazards are along the west coast here with heavy rain potential the 2nd through the 6th in Northern California. Heavy rain the 2nd through the 3rd in Southern California. Heavy snow the 3rd through the 5th in the Sierra Nevada mountainous range. And the 2nd here, heavy snow in the lee side of the lakes here. hazardous cold, heavy snow and high winds in the parts of Alaska, the 2nd through the 5th and the 4th through the 6th here, with heavy snow and heavy snow in the south, high winds, significant waves here in the Aleutian Island chain. We're still looking at the possibility of slight risk of heavy precip in the longer range, 8 to 14 day period here for the south and along the Southern California coast. Slight risk of heavy snow in Northern California here, the 7th through the 9th as well, and into the Northeast in the Appalachians, the 7th through the 9th here. Slight risk of high winds with onshore flow resuming on the west coast here, potentially. And as part of that, the southern portions of Alaska and the slight risk as well. Slight risk here of hazardous temperatures into Alaska, the 7th through the 8th here. Otherwise, no other risk of hazardous cold or heat, of course, this time of year in the continental U.S. Moving on to day 6 to 10 day temperature outlook. Most of the nation is looking to be above normal, with near normal to below normal up in the Northeast, which has been pretty much the way things have been going most of the year here. So Alaska still forecast below normal temps with above normal temps possible here into Hawaii. Precip chances look to be highest along the Southern California coast, at least right now. Rest of the nation either near normal. So even Alaska and Hawaii either near normal or above. So at least it won't be bone dry here, okay? And this is the 7th through the 13th, just as a reminder, this 8 to 14 day, the 5th through the 9th for the 6 to 10 day. Excuse my hoarse voice here, just still recovering from the flu here. 8 to 14 day temp outlook. This has a little bit of a different look here with a more of a zonal flow with a repressed ridge far to the south. But you see South Texas is still above normal here, which has been the way it's been for quite a while. Near normal temps maybe along the west coast here and the northeast quarter with the exception of northern Maine. Alaska and Hawaii, for the most part, Alaska maybe above, possibly for part of it, part of Alaska, and below for the northern part, and Hawaii above here. And the trend for precip chances of being above normal for most of the nation seems to be continuing here. Desert Southwest getting some more moisture potentially in the Southern California, Alaska, Hawaii are near normal on the northwest portion of the U.S. and the southeast into Florida here. But that's good news because we need the rain in the south. But the desert Southwest and California really don't need any more right now. And this is issue the 26th of December. This is the week 3 to 4 temperature outlook. Generally showing a northwest flow here regime with high pressure building offshore here. And so we got this potential for below to equal chances of below normal temps, equal chances of above or below normal temp chances along the East Coast and up into the upper Midwest and parts of the northern high plains and above normal in the Northeast. Hawaii is looking to be above normal. And different areas of Alaska, you can see what the temp probabilities are looking like right now. And the northern tier of the U.S. through this period is looking to be above normal with precip chances, although not a lot of confidence here, with equal chances in between, and below normal along the west coast and desert Southwest into the southeast, along the Gulf Coast, Florida, and parts of the Mid-Atlantic, with the rest of the nation equal chances. And you can see the chances here for Alaska and Hawaii. So what are the biggest rainfall totals expected? Of course, they're on the west coast here, right? In the next January 2nd at 1 p.m. This is the NAM 3-kilometer estimate of what I think the precip totals will be. Highest amounts here, the Pasadena area, San Bernardino. Looks like a bit of hard terrain enhancement here. Okay, transverse range enhancement into parts of north of Ventura and San Luis Obispo. Doesn't show names here. 5 inches potentially here, and the highest amounts look to be north of San Bernardino here. Alright, and of course in the California mountains, Sierra Nevadas, this is some of this liquid equivalent. Higher terrain, of course, always gets more precip. And into the Intermountain West, this is likely snowfall liquid equivalent. Of course, along the East Coast, same thing here. And maybe a little bit increased moisture here towards the end of the period into the south. As far as ice and snow in the longer term, there's potential for some icing here in Intermountain West regions, but nothing for most of the U.S., the exception of this area. And we look at total snow totals through the period. Highest totals look to be in the California mountains and Intermountain West areas, right, and along the favored lake effect areas here. Potentially 20 inches of snow between now and 1 p.m. January 2nd here. Doesn't have it on the map exactly this location, but between Rochester and Kingston here, just to the west of Utica, Jamestown area, Barre, all right, in the Appalachians here, in the West Virginia, in the Elkins area, okay, and maybe, well, and we get up into Atlantic Canada here, Halifax, and these areas looks to get some enhanced precip with shortwave moving through. So what's a longer range model guidance suggest? Well, we start off on January 1st here, New Year's morning, 1 a.m. Eastern. We got a system moving through the northeast, which looks to potentially bring a little shot of snow here for some areas. It doesn't really get going until it moves up to the north. Okay. Then we have a southern stream system moving through the southeast, generally bringing showers to the area, but not a hell lot of heavy rain expected here. Although we could use the rain. West coast, you can see where the heaviest rainfall is, mountain snow and mixed precip here. The system that was in the southeast moves out to sea. Generally northwest flow up to the northeast here. West coast gets a break, or maybe another system swings through here, but northerly flow here kind of lets up for a little while. All right, we have what looks to be potentially a stronger system moving way up to the north, with high pressure building to the south here. So this tells me there's going to be warmer air at the surface, right? And look at temperature here. You see temperatures generally pretty warm here towards the end of the period. High pressure building in here. Let's switch to the upper mid-levels and upper level profiles here real quickly. Temperature anomalies, height anomalies. Yeah, so we have this lobe of mid-level energy moving through with high pressure blocking and not letting it get very far. And that continues, right? And it looks like at the mid-levels really get some trophiness, and this is hasn't happened quite a bit here this year. So diving all the way down into the Four Corners region of the desert southwest. And this could potentially bring a chance for severe weather where the system moves through here. I know this is a long way out, but let's look here. Yeah, so we'll have to see how this plays out, but you see how far south we could have snow in the desert southwest here during the end of this period. So that's all I got for today, guys. Hope you all have a good day, and God bless.